Hai semua, Assalamualaikum, and a very good day, a very good Sunday. As my topic today is about how do we prevent ourselves from having hearing impairment or hearing loss. So, today, if you know me, I don't wear glasses, but why am I wearing these particular glasses? So, this particular glasses is actually to protect my eyes from the blue light. So much lampu dengan betul dengan cahaya biru. So cahaya biru ni is actually a specific light that comes out from our tablet, from our phones, from any kind of gadgets. So these kind of lights are very harmful for our eyes. Dia sangat-sangat berbahaya kepada mata kita kalau lama di-exposekan. So sebab tu saya memakai specs ini. So kalau ikutkan saya tak perlu pakai specs sebab saya memang tak perlu pakai specs sebab saya dah buat lasik. Dulu mungkin. Okay. So topik saya hari ni ialah macam mana nak mencegah masalah pendengaran. So how do we prevent having hearing impairment? So let me wear this back because I feel like weird not wearing it. But having said that, I don't really need to wear them. So okay. So coming back to our topics. It is so obvious it is so obvious when someone has how do we prevent hearing impairment? Of course, to have hearing impairment, you either exposed to sound and overexposed to sound, or you have infections, or you have other kind of illness. So kalau untuk dan kena infection kan. So basically with regards to having hearing impairment, because of sound. So how do we actually prevent? Macam tadi, I explained wearing glasses, these anti-blue light glasses will help me to prevent my eyes from getting worse, right? So what about sound? How do we prevent ourselves from having hearing impairment? Okay, so 6 ways that I'm going to share with you today. So 6 tips. First tip, it can be used for children, it can be used for adults. So what you want to do is, number 1, is you want to avoid loud places. That is so obvious, but the obvious is still not obvious enough because a lot of people are still going to loud places. Nowadays, because of COVID-19, we may not go to events, we may not go to concerts and whatnot, but what do we go? We actually go to, sometimes people go to heavy machinery areas or any kind of areas, or even in school. So again, you need to the first tip will be avoid loud noises. So avoid loud noises. And like I said, the best way to avoid having noise-induced hearing loss is avoid loud noises. So it goes for everybody, for children, for babies, for adults, for older adults. The older you are, the more fragile your hearing organ is. So basically, the first thing you want to do is avoid loud noises. Actually, to be honest, don't feel so comfortable with wearing these glasses. But having said that, prevention is still better than cure. But let me just get you guys to see my eyes. All right, so number 1, avoid loud noises. Number 2, take care when you're listening to music. So the other things that you can do is you turn it down. Music is so awesome, right? Like, especially when you're in the mood, you tengah sedih, you were sad, you're happy, you're in the mood to do maths, you're in the mood to crunching your brain on doing something. So what you want to do is you want to turn it down a little bit. You want to turn down the music if you possibly can. Life, we all love being able to enjoy the wonders of music, but you need to turn it down. You need to make sure that you take care of your ears. So you need to limit yourself, maybe not too much, just a little bit, as long as it doesn't go beyond dangerous decibel. If you're wearing headphones, the best way to know is that as long as the person next to you cannot hear you, then you are safe. But if the next person can hear your song, that means you're over amplifying your headphones. I think typical headphones lah, yeah? I'm not sure if the noise cancelling or whatever, maybe you can hear it nicely, but other people can hear just because that's the way the headphone works. But generally, if you're wearing headphones, if your child is wearing headphones and you can hear the song that your child's listening to, then there's a possibility he's over amplifying the ears. Okay, so that's music. I love music, so that's also what I do. And I also love going to classes like Zumba, any kind of exercises, classes. They always have the sound amplifier. certain places that I went for trampoline exercise. Yeah, I'm trying to lose weight, guys, as always. But having said that, it typically when I go to my exercises, the sound that the music volume is always loud. So again, remember yourself when you're enjoying your exercise. Make sure that your ears are safe at the same time. Okay, all right. But a lot of people say that when you turn down sound very loud, your heart pumps with it, and you have more adrenaline rush. Yes, it does, but that also means you are also overworking your hair cells. Okay, just so you know. All right, number 3, protect your hearing during loud events and activities. So just now I said avoid. If you cannot avoid, you must wear some sort of protection. So what kind of protection for our ears? You can use earplugs. You can use musicians' earplugs. You can use whatever kind of earplugs that protects your ear. Whatever you want to do not use cotton wool, okay, or tissue. That's just a no-no. Avoid loud noises. Take care of your ear when you're hearing music. Protect your hearing with loud events or loud sounds with earplugs or any kind of plugs, as long as it's plugged, okay? And then number 4, take precautions at work. Even if you're just a clerk, you might be next to a very loud engine or very loud machinery. So those are things we don't really realize that, hello, actually any kind of noise, as long as it's loud, it is needed to be prevented. It is needed to be taken care of, because in the end of the day, hearing is all about wear and tear. I have a lot of patients who come in like, oh, I used to go to clubs, but that was like 20 years ago. Yeah, I know, but it's all about accumulation. It's not just what you're doing right now, it's about accumulation. We have 30,000 hair cells in our ears, in each ear, but they die because of wear and tear. Okay, so hearing loss is generally because of wear and tear. I tell everybody that I see that you need to get your hearing tested. You really need to get your hearing screened so that you actually know what your baseline is. Screening in general, I think at Ear to State, we do it for free. I don't know other places, but I think generally a lot of people do screening for free. So just get your ears screened. Like if you don't want to do diagnostic, it's fine. Just get yourself screened, know your baseline so that you are able to actually know where your hearings are at that level. So if let's say in the future, again, touch wood, nauzubillah, if you hopefully you never have hearing impairment, however, you know what's your baseline is. So that's good. Number 5 is hearing test. Get your hearing tested. So finally, take vitamins or supplements that's really good for hearing impaired. That's to avoid hearing impairment. So we call it the hearing impaired. The vitamins that is good for the ears. So the first vitamin that you want to have, especially if you're a musician, you want to make sure that you have omega-3. Take in omega-3 and vitamin D. So a lot of these are in fish. So studies have shown that adults who ate fish twice a week, they reduce the chances of hearing impairment by 42%. That's a lot. That's definitely a lot. So basically, compared to non-fish eaters. So be a fish eaters because that will help you to reduce your hearing impairment. So that's number 1. So vitamin omega-3 and vitamin D. And the next is antioxidants and folic acids. They are also very good kind of supplement to help you reducing your hearing impairment. So we talked about omega-3 and vitamin D that decreases by 42%. Having antioxidants and folic acid reduces by 20%, and that includes spinach, asparagus, beans, broccoli, eggs, livers, and nuts. So these are magnesium for also healthy hearing. They are bananas, potatoes, artichokes, broccoli. So this will avoid you from having it gives you protection against noise-induced hearing impairment, and it also helps to sustain your neural activities, your nerves. For me specifically, I have migraine. So how I reduce my migraine is to by taking magnesium oxide. So if you want to take magnesium, it has to be a specific magnesium. It's actually magnesium oxide. Okay, so finally, no, not really finally, the next would be zinc. So zinc is good for also hearing, to protect your hearing health. So it can be from infections, it can be from anything else, and you can get this from dark chocolate or oysters if you like oysters, if you have the tongue for oyster. Okay, and finally, vitamins. You get vitamin C, E, glutathione in your body. It attacks the free radicals in your body, and it will definitely help to strengthen your overall immune system. So all of these that I've shared today are very, very good for you to avoid having hearing impairment, and it's also very good for your immune system. So now that we are still in the pandemic of COVID-19. So definitely encourage you to have a very healthy eating, avoid all these, loud noises. Like I said, if I were to repeat all this again, what are the 6 things that you can do to prevent hearing impairment? Avoid loud noises, take care of listening in music, protect your hearing during loud events and activities, take precautions at work, get your hearing tested, and finally take vitamins, and definitely the right vitamins. Okay, so I've shared with you again just now what are the right vitamins from natural foods. So maybe one of these days we can cover what kind of that's for you guys to have some sort of a baseline of what to do to help you from having hearing impairment. Okay, other than that, have a wonderful weekend, everybody. See you again tomorrow. I'll be sharing a little bit more tomorrow. It was World Cerebral Palsy Day yesterday, so happy World Cerebral Palsy Day. So again, have a wonderful weekend, everybody. See you, inshallah, soon tomorrow for Monday Sunshine. And other than that, keep yourself healthy, wear your mask, make sure you clean your hands all the time, wear your hand sanitizers. Apa lagi? I think literally everything that is needed to be repeated, I have repeated. Don't forget your social distancing. Other than that, thank you, everybody, and have a wonderful week ahead. Assalamualaikum. Bye. Dr. Shasa Aziz saying goodbye. Bye.